What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be throwing in this max solenoid into the MR2. So I've already got some wires ready to go. Got blue for boost and white's going to be for my live 12 volt switched power. So I've already gone ahead and identified the boost wire for my ECU, which is this tan wire here. It's already ran into the harness and it's just an empty pin at the back here. The fifth pin in here, which is just an empty socket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a 12 volt switched power source, which I've got right here, and the other wire is going to be for the boost control through the ECU. So one wire is for 12 volt switched, one wire is for the boost signal on your ECU. Of course, it's got to be aftermarket. Can't use your stock ECU with this, but what you can use is a manual boost controller, which is what I'm currently running right now. I'm going to be switching it over here. Let's just show you. So basically, the way you would run your manual boost controller is normally you'd have a vacuum line like this blue one. Normally would just go from the turbo nipple to the top of the wastegate actuator. There would just be one line here. So what you want to do is you want to disconnect that line from this nipple and plumb it like so, so that arrow points towards the actuator. The other side, of course, going to that nipple, and then this third line runs all the way into the cab. And right now it's just in behind the seat right here. And it's just one of those cheap eBay boost control valves, and one line is run into, I think it's the top side, and then the other one is just a bleed off valve, which I'm just running outside of the cab. Basically you would control how much vacuum is bled off of that line, which would in turn not allow that wastegate actuator to open up as far, so which would increase your boost. So that's one way to do it. And the other way is pretty much the same, except we're going to be putting the max solenoid right where this little T is, and basically it's going to do the same thing, except it'll be computer controlled and a lot more functional than just a manual boost controller. So if that made any sense at all, keep watching and let's get this done. So we got the vacuum lines done. So the nipple on the turbo would be going to the number 1 port on the solenoid, and to the top of the wastegate actuator you would be on the number 2 port on the solenoid. So if we follow this up here now, they're numbered, so you can't go wrong. 1 turbo, 2 wastegate actuator. And this other port, there's a filter that goes on here, and that would be the port that bleeds vacuum off or boost to control it. So I've got a mount here. I'm going to utilize this and bolt this guy or strap it in here, and then all we have to do now is run our 2 wires. The 12 volt source doesn't matter, it could be on either wire, and then your boost signal source from your ECU would go to the other one. So we can do that real quick. Get this all wired up. So that's pretty much it. Those are the basics to wiring up your Max solenoid slash boost controller. Your application may differ from mine, but those are the basics. And we're going to run through the laptop settings in the next video. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.